You're listening to 89.1 The Exile Radio. This is our show, DJs and Dragons. I'm your host and Dungeon Master, Raymond Gilbert. So, DJs and Dragons is a show where we play Dungeons and Dragons live on the radio, and it takes place in a world that I created following Dungeons and Dragons rules. And I think that's enough said. Rowan, can you just say what your character does briefly?
My character is Steve Irwin. He is a Dragonborn. And he's a pirate, and he likes gold. He is very greedy, and
Money.
he tries to keep alive.
All right, Katie. Rowan's mic seems to be acting up, so.
All right, I will go. I play as Kelwin, our druid wood elf, and I love knowledge, or Kelwin loves knowledge. She's on this adventure with the tribe of the Waterbird, which is a very ragtag group. Full of very, very different people, basically to learn what her vision meant and now to solve whatever's going on in the city.
Oh, my turn. I'm Miles. My character's name is Zen. He is a tiefling. He's a ranger / bounty hunter type of thing. I don't know. They just helped me make this. This is like my second time here, so hi.
Wonderful. All right. Is Rowan's mic ready? All right.
I think.
Yep. Now
yeah,
you
okay.
say what you.
My character is Steve Irwin. He is a Dragonborn, and he's also a pirate. And he loves gold, a lot of gold. I like all of the gold. Let's just put it that way.
It's all his already.
And he's out to find true love and gold.
You can steal treasure.
Now,
but
one
it
of our
takes a
players
lot to
won't
steal
be here
hearts.
until later in the session. She plays an elf, a high elf who was raised by
Olaplina.
cows and is an assassin. So she was raised by the assassin cows of the trees. Now, Corey, will you briefly explain your character?
Briefly, yes. In the briefest of terms, my name is Cruven Spinecrusher, Crusher of Spines, CEO of the Crushed Spine. I'm here to do cool stuff.
Woo! I'll take it. All right. Now, the reason Cece's character, Olaplina, who was raised by cows, is not here today is because she received a letter from the village and the cows that raised her, basically saying that a group of hunters came out, and this massive group of hunters came out and started attacking the village. And the cows that remain are currently in hiding. She doesn't know the location. They said that they'll keep her posted and they'll update her later on. But they just wanted to let her know that if she tries to return home, they won't be there, and that it's dangerous. So she's currently dealing with that, trying to figure out what's of her family, whether or not Papa Cow is alive.
Oh.
Yesterday when I told her, I think she cried a little bit. It was pretty intense. I don't know if that made me feel good as a DM or if it made me feel bad as a person. But like, I don't care that much either way.
Wow.
I say we abandon
Whoa,
our
true
current
colors are
campaign.
showing tonight.
I say we abandon our current campaign and go save the cows.
I would agree. I love animals. We're doing it.
Listen, I don't agree. There's not a lot
Where were you?
there's not a lot of business.
Where have you been?
Where did you come
there's
from?
there's no money in cows.
There's no money in cows, okay? These cows, we can't even milk these cows.
But we could breed them and use them as like our assistants or something.
What's that gonna do?
I don't know.
How's that gonna get us gold?
I'm trying to think of a profit here.
From assassin to assistant.
Yep.
Oh.
But no, wait. So you're telling me that we're standing here on the edge of town. Our cow elf just left. We're stuck with this demon guy who may or may not have shot a child, and Steve just comes waltzing back in like, "Hey guys, what's up?"
Yeah, I do.
Oh no! Where he went off on his side quest, that was
he still
along the
isn't back?
riverbed.
I don't. Where were you?
I was chilling.
Yeah, no, you no joke. You find him coming up the river.
Okay,
I had a Pepsi.
Grum's fine. He's over it.
I'm a tiefling.
I'm
Listen,
here for the ride.
Hey,
It's gonna happen a lot,
if
all
Rowan
right?
doesn't want to tell them the events that happened on his side quest, I can't. I'm
I'll
not
tell you
gonna make
later.
him.
I'll tell you later. I'll talk about it. Maybe. I don't feel safe in this situation right now, so I'm not gonna talk about it. How about that?
All right.
Catch me
all right.
outside.
Okay, so now, Katie, can you please just fill us in really briefly as to what happened right before you or we had ended it.
Yeah, Zen shot a child. Or
Wow, way to throw him under the bus like that.
Okay.
well, just stating facts, all right?
I
Well,
might
we
have
don't know
shot
if
a
it's
child.
a kid yet, but we do know that there was an arrow shot, and there was a kid that cried, which was, I believe, Pippi, who was riding Crank, the frog, and the toad, actually, to be specific. And
Don't wanna.
yeah,
Two different
you gotta respect Crank.
Now, real quick, I just want to add that Olaplina, Cece's character, she did receive a letter while she was still at the king's place, and she is not with you guys. She left. All right, she is currently off trying to find a way to quickly get to where she needs to go. All right. Now, will you continue?
Yeah. So we're all kind of still drowsy from our late night excursions with the murder situation and the assassin. So we haven't really rested up for spells, and now we're in this whole situation where there's either a person or a child or something that just got shot, and we have no idea what's coming up next. We'll see how we handle it.
It's time we take a tactical retreat.
It's time we take a nap.
Yeah.
Right here in the middle of the street, I'm just gonna meditate. You guys can watch out for me.
Tactical retreat?
Well, Thodrum, our dwarf friend,
He didn't come with us, did
may
he?
come with us.
Oh, where's he at?
He's back at the
House
Tavern?
with another dwarf friend.
Yes.
The one that was...
With one leg.
Yeah. Yep, he's cool. His name is Bronar.
Oh, that's cool.
So, do you guys want to go back to the house, or do you want to go help this kid?
I still
I don't
have
really wanna
one
help the
healing
kid.
thing left, so I feel like we should check it out, just
Well,
because we caused it.
Well, the kid on the giant toad is still bouncing around from rooftop to rooftop.
So he wasn't the one that was attacked then.
Yeah, and obviously he doesn't care about the kid too much.
Yeah.
So, because he's leaving the scene.
Well, can I do something?
I
I
didn't
got
say
throwing
You
hammers.
said he's still jumping.
He's still jumping around. He's being shot at.
We only shot one.
Yeah, no, but remember
No,
the
the guns
the
are-
king's men are
Oh,
just
that's
shooting
Wait.
volleys of arrows.
Can I throw a
at them.
hand axe
Who?
at the kid? Or at the frog? At the frog?
Why is
You're
everybody attacking
another
Crank?
person.
As
I thought,
a druid, I
wasn't
do not
Crank
approve.
the kid that stole all the money from us?
No.
He
Pippi
said-
stole the money.
Yeah.
But isn't Pippi riding
But
Crank?
Pippi
Yeah,
technically...
Crank the frog didn't, or the toad didn't steal anything. The kid did.
Except
So-
the kid didn't actually steal anything, though. He just set up the crime.
He's part of it. We need him.
That's true. We need to find out who actually has the gold.
Well, I have axes, okay? How about this? What if I throw it backwards so it's like the hilt, not like
Hits
the
him?
axe part?
If you want to try it,
Is there a chance? Is there a chance that it will hit him?
there's a chance the
there's
back of it could
There's
knock
a
him off.
chance that it
But there's
could
also
kill
a
you.
check.
I mean, there's a chance of anything.
Yeah.
I say we just go. We just go check it out.
I go to check out wherever the arrow landed.
Yep, let's go.
The cries are getting like louder.
Well, yeah, that's normally what happens when you get closer to something.
No. I'm saying like they're like it's
Progressing?
They're starting to scream rather than
Yeah.
just cry.
All right,
Oh,
then we
yeah,
run.
I'm going. I'm
You
just
run.
running.
Now that you're getting closer, it gets a lot louder.
Yeah.
You were right.
Cruven knows things.
He knows sound.
I understand distance.
All right.
Okay.
So,
So
can
we're
I
running.
make a perception check on the area, see what's going on?
I like to do the same.
All of you.
All right.
Miles,
Oh, that's not.
get your phone.
Oops.
It's dead.
I'll roll for him.
20. So plus my
Hey.
stuff.
Just use it for the rest of the
24.
show. You don't gotta drop it. Just roll
I
it.
have a natural 24. No, I
Got
have
two.
a natural.
A 2? What'd you get?
I got 4.
Did you add your perception? Miles?
I know where that's at, but
I got an 18.
It looks like it's -1.
that's a +1 for
Oh, +1?
3.
So you have 3.
Yeah,
Okay,
I'm
make
the
sure I
one
was
who
at it.
has the -1. No, I just have 0.
What'd you have?
24.
18.
2.
2?
2.
2.
Okay.
No, 4.
You,
He got 2.
All right.
I'm
you
the one running
guys
too, so that's good.
just notice that the person who's crying is a child. You notice that it sounds like a girl's voice.
Oh.
You notice that as you're going through the city, this side is not like as you get further and further in, it's like the streets are getting a little more dirty. the further you get away from the king's castle. One thing that you notice is that that accompanied by the crying and screaming girl voice is you kind of hear like shushes from what sounds to be like adults, like a shh, shh, quiet, quiet, like that sort of
We
thing.
might have found something.
You guys gonna keep approaching, or?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm running. I'm running
running
over.
too.
Okay, you guys all running for it?
Yep.
Yes.
All right. So once you get there, what you realize is that a group of the king's men who broke off from the ones with the arrows, so they still have bow and arrows. It's just they're not obviously using them. They're kind of shaking down this little kid. Like there's a little kid standing there, right? No wounds on them, but they're taking anything considered in any way valuable off this kid. Like,
Whoa.
like things like, give me your watch, give me your necklace. Oh, that's been in your family for 100 years. Give it to me. Like just shaking this kid down, taking everything she has, and there's no one around there defending
I'm
her.
stopping it right
Yeah,
now.
I'm stopping too.
It's
Paladin stuff.
two grown men, brandishing the insignia, armor, all that.
Do we have the king's insignia too? Because we're hired by him.
Well, we don't have anything unless we took the letter, but we didn't. So we're just the ragtag group. So they have to know that we're
Wait,
from.
is the king's insignia on one of the candle things?
Could I try to
saw?
persuade them to stop, or at least talk to us?
The candlesticks, it's in the wax, not the candlestick itself.
I got the wax, right? Or
It's,
do I-
it's attached to the, so there's
Yeah.
a candlestick, and then there's the candle, and the candle out of the wax.
Hey guys,
It's carved into that.
we're important.
That's
We
good.
didn't steal this
could
from the house. We're
persuade.
actually in it.
We could persuade, and he holds up his thing, and then I want to combine his persuasion with my intimidation. I want to say, are you kings, or are you knights, or are you thieves?
Yeah, do it. Yes.
That's what I want to say.
And I will roll a persuasion just to stand there with a judgmental mom look.
Corey, I need you. I need.
Oh, you kidding?
What'd you get?
I got an 8.
All right,
Well, that was really clever, so take advantage.
Thank you.
Is it worse?
No, it's not worse. It became an 8, but plus 4, so that is 12.
12?
I rolled a 14.
14?
Could I have an advantage for fun?
Well, these guys are shaking down a child, so they're cowards. You
Yeah.
definitely intimidate them.
Yeah.
What'd you?
I rolled a 14.
And you're doing intimidation too?
Do I want to do intimidation or do I want to hold up the candlestick?
Well, add it to intimidation
yeah.
if you want.
Add into intimidation.
Just
Like,
kind of be
what
like,
are you guys
hey.
doing?
Yeah.
I got a candlestick.
Where's your gold?
One of them visibly pees their pants.
Oh yeah.
The guy on the left, his armor
What
just
kind of
like
knight?
it just starts getting a little too shiny. You know what I'm saying? Now, the other one kind of just tightens up, right, and gets kind of ready to fight. The kid kind of stops crying, or stops screaming, but they're still kind of crying.
All right, take a step
And
forward.
then
I'm
Miles
like,
is standing there with a dumb look on his face.
So I look at him like,
yeah.
it's more of a, are you going to run or not?
I demand that you return this little girl's belongings. I'm
Or
gonna
give
do
it to
that.
me.
Intense mom voice, and it doesn't work.
Well, I step forward like, I'm waiting for an action. The whole pee yourself and clench isn't going to be enough. So either you return the stuff or I'm going to rip out your spine. So,
Okay.
and that is a,
Oh no.
no, that's good. That's
Oh.
an 18.
Oh.
In 18, he doesn't give it back. He kind of
Oh, well, no, you're
he
done.
kind of well he kind of snarls and stuff. He takes the stuff, puts it all in one spot, and kind of like just tosses it to her, and it hits her and kind of falls to the ground at her feet. Right,
Oh.
right. But then instead of just turning around and walking away, he kind of he doesn't put his back to you, he just kind of backs away and stuff. And then once he's around the corner, you just hear footsteps, just like a sprint.
Wait, both of them left.
Like he's running for his life.
Stealing is wrong.
The guy who peed his pants.
What
is,
kind of knight
The
are
guy who
you?
peed his pants is against the wall at this point, like just with his eyes wide.
I go up to
just
that.
watching you.
I go up to that knight and I tell him.
Apologize.
Yeah, and then I say,
Pick up
if
the
you
stuff
really
and
Kiss
want,
my big toe.
if you want the honor to wear that kind of armor, you should own up to it.
Well, we don't
Or you
know
could hand
how good the
over
armor
in
isn't.
gold.
that important because we know the king is a little bit. If you get what I'm saying.
No, I look at him and say, apologize.
Yeah, wait,
He falls to the ground and apologizes. Like, he falls to her feet and just starts, like, apologizing, right? And he starts kissing the ground in front of her feet and stuff, and then he starts to make his way toward, like, the necklace that's like, been in her family. And, like, starts, like, to kind of try to bite at it.
Oh, I stop my foot down.
Hear that?
I stop my foot down, right, like, this is his hand, I'm like,
No.
Oh, you didn't step on his.
He just
no.
he just faints. He just faints. Like all signs of life just drop.
So I think he's our new ally. You want to bring him with us?
yeah.
Wait a minute.
Let's take him. No. Tie him up.
We
got a lot of rope.
No, we can
No,
bribe
he's
him.
our team now.
We can bribe him.
Yeah, look, you're on our team now.
Give
Look
us
at me,
information.
I am the captain now.
Information on the king
I am
for
the
some money.
captain now.
All right.
Like we spared him. So okay, he's fainted.
We take him.
Just knock him to the
put him in the
side.
bag.
I hold him with my tail.
I don't think your tail's strong enough for that.
He could roll him
How much
over
does
with
your
his
tail
tail.
bench?
You're pretty strong.
Dragonborn
You're
have a
pretty
tail?
strong.
My tail's
I have a tail.
I know you have a
Bench.
tail, but I don't know if Dragonborn do.
I think it depends on the type
They
of
do.
Dragonborn.
Yeah, we do.
I
I'm
don't
pretty
think
sure.
It's common.
I feel like it just depends. I'm gonna say yeah. You got
yeah,
tail.
I
Yeah.
don't think it's
Because in most of the artwork I've seen.
Yeah, I think it just matters. I think from edition to edition. But anyways,
Yeah.
so okay.
Yeah. Okay.
So no tail or
let's
tail?
talk to
Tail.
let's talk to the
Tail.
little kid.
So you're holding
Are
the guy
you
who peed
okay?
himself.
Yeah.
You're covered in the dude's pee.
Well, no. I got it with my tail.
Get it under his
Your
arms.
tail's covered in his pee.
That's fair enough.
Okay.
High school.
I'm
Yeah,
used to it. I'm a dragon, okay?
High school's
We
doing
peed on everything.
He said pee.
Okay.
On the radio, yeah. Oh, we're radio DJs dragon covered in pee.
Professionals here.
All right, so I go to the girl and
You guys
I say,
didn't want to see the poop deck.
Are you okay?
All right.
So sorry. that was
Is the
funny.
girl okay?
Oh, you're asking the girl if she's okay?
Yes.
In this like really, really raspy but thankful voice, she's like, "Thank you very much." Like she's got
You're
the
very
voice.
welcome.
She's got the voice of like a 30-year smoker. Like,
Is she a little girl or is
Hold
she
up.
like just older?
How do we know this is
And
her
we just
stuff?
think,
She just smokes a lot.
We're just assuming that this is her
Okay.
stuff, right? But we don't
for
actually
right
know
now.
if it's hers.
For right now.
well, it was
she
suggested
says-
as family
she's
heirloom.
Like, thank you. She starts picking up the stuff. She's like, yeah.
Like, that's a little sketchy to me, I'm not
but the
gonna
thing
lie.
is whenever she talks to you, she nods her head like
I
this.
say, what your name?
What your name?
Yeah.
She reaches out, she's like, Coraline.
Wow.
Okay.
And I say, Cruven Spine Crusher. Crusher of spines.
She shakes your hand really weird. Instead of shaking up and down, she kind of twists her hand like this as she holds
While
yours.
she's nodding
Oh,
her
that's
head.
fun. That's a lot of fun.
I do my pink. But I do like my pink. I'm like, ah.
Hey.
You.
Can I just chill in the background? I don't trust this.
You don't trust us? Okay.
Uh-huh.
Fair enough.
What happened to the arrow? Where did that go?
Oh, I lost mine.
Yeah, do we see it? Do we see the arrow anywhere?
No, not anywhere by you.
Oh,
Okay.
oh my god.
Now it's time.
But you don't hear crying anymore.
Wow. Okay then.
Oof.
Can we take you to safety?
Is this your home? Like, are we near your house? Where?
Can
What's
we
going on?
escort you to safety?
She's like, yeah, that'd be
My
nice.
friend.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Okay.
But like
Where
again,
did
she's
you
like
do this?
vigorously nodding her head every time she opens her mouth. She's like, it's like she's like, it's almost like she's getting electrocuted. Like,
Are you okay?
yeah. What do you mean, okay? Are you okay?
I don't know.
Okay, so are she leading us somewhere?
Yeah. She starts walking off further into the city.
And we're carrying, the knight.
Yep, we're just dragging him.
All right. Can I mark this on your map?
Yes.
As we are,
I left my pen in my car actually. So can you toss me a pencil, Corey, or anybody?
yes,
Thank you.
I'm gonna check some stuff while you're writing that down.
She starts leading you to right about here. It's a dark mark on the map.
Okay.
Halflings?
Yeah.
Oh, we're in the halflings?
Yeah. Yeah.
Katie, pick it up so I can see it.
I don't know if it. It's right there.
All right.
So she starts leading you there. Once you get there, you realize that there is. You see two buildings, two large, rundown, abandoned buildings, right? And then you see just like broken chariots, carts, all kinds of just big things piled up onto each other. But there's an opening between them, almost like a doorway.
This is a trap.
The little girl comes up, right? She pushes like the trash like out of the way because there's like plants and stuff hanging down between them. It's like overgrown vines and stuff. She pushes them out of the way, walks through, and inside this alley, it seems to go on for a long time. You just see it's all kids, halfling and dwarvish children, just all the way down this alley. This alley seems to go on for about a mile or two.
I'm just remembering the warning, beware the kids.
It goes on for like a mile or two. However, all the kids and stuff are further toward the middle.
Okay.
That's where all the kids are.
Can I like check out and see if they've like set anything up to
Can we do like a
shake
perception
down?
check?
Yeah.
Huh?
Can we do like a perception check of
Yeah,
like,
all
what's
of you
going
make a
on?
perception
Yeah.
check.
Can I ask the halfling kids, have they ever seen a kid riding a frog?
Well, first you gotta make a perception
I'm doing
check.
rough with these rolls.
Ah, I got an 18.
Good.
9.
Plus.
10.
All right, so 10,
18.
10, 18, 8. All right, Rowan, you notice that all of these children seem to be, they seem to kind of all have this symbol on their hand.
Oh God.
It's kind of, it's basically just a circle with a triangle in it, and it just repeats that pattern.
Like the one from the.
Can I do another perception check to see if I know what it is?
You won't know. It's just a symbol. It's not, there's no like history.
Didn't that
There's no history
Dragonborn?
behind it?
Didn't who?
Didn't the Dragonborn that he followed out have that same thing on his shoulder?
Yeah, but it's, don't worry
No.
about it. Don't worry about
No.
it. He got something else.
Okay.
Okay, so how many kids do we see?
I mean, like I said, this thing goes on for a mile or two, and like there's doors throughout the alley, so the doors lead into the buildings, the abandoned buildings and stuff. So you see in this immediate stretch, like 200, and then
I
the
raise my arm, I go,
and then the building
comrades!
should be more. Your voice just kind of booms down this entire alleyway, and all of a sudden, every kid's head just simultaneously just turns like.
Nope.
I said,
Nope. I
we're
back
here
up.
to help.
I go, I love children.
The kids just start screaming.
No,
and
I'm out.
they start kind of like speed walking toward you.
Sweet.
A couple hundred kids.
We hold up. We open for hugs.
Yeah,
no.
This is great. Like my whole thing is I want like to form this great army of people. It's all right
Children?
here.
Child
Are you
soldiers.
going to
They-
use?
Are we in Zimbabwe?
You start them young. They grow up. And they'll be awesome.
Hey Corey, you never rolled a perception check.
I did not. I got a
Yeah, Rowan,
12.
you get that? Rowan, would you turn your mic off when you go though? Anyways, you got a 12?
Just put on mute.
You notice the same thing as Rowan, which is what you heard. So.
Yes. Okay, cool. So they're all coming
But
towards
what
me.
about that
I hope
frog
we could all
though?
be friends.
Now the kids are running at you.
No. I
Sounds
back
great.
away. I start to back away a little bit, and can I like check and see if they have anything on them that could attack us?
I mean, they've got knives.
They've got knives.
They've got
Okay.
daggers.
Well, yeah, of course.
They've got knives.
I look to my friend Coraline and I say, and I see how she's reacting. Is she excited? Is she cool? Is she happy with all this?
She doesn't seem phased.
I say, I look at her and was like, good? A thumbs up? Everything good?
She kind of goes. she's just like a little girl. She's like,
Okay.
They're kids though, right? So what if
Now
I did
they're,
them?
We can fight
they're
kids.
they're spraying with everything they have now. They're pulling out their knives and they're running.
Okay, what if no, I'm gonna try a persuasion thing where I stand up
Yeah.
in front of them, hands on the hips, do the mom thing, and see if like, be
Well,
like,
should you do persuasion or should you do intimidation?
Intimidation.
All right.
They're the sound that they like the sound from their screaming and their footsteps at this point in this alleyway are echoing so much it's almost deafening.
Okay, I have an 18.
An 18?
Let's do that mom thing.
Seems really confident.
Yeah, I do the now children and
when you do that, about 10 of them in the front kind of just start crying. But they don't lighten up. Like they start running with even more now.
Can we intimidate?
They're crying. Then a couple.
But I didn't do it in like a bad way.
And then like 10 more see it and they start crying too. And basically every time one of these kids see you, it's like a 50-50 chance that they're about to start crying.
He rolls like 200 dice.
Yeah, I don't got time for that. I can't do this.
Can I use a racial trait and just set the area on fire?
No!
Not burn it down, just like scare them.
The children are.
I need to stop.
The children are within 100 feet of you now.
Okay,
I'm happy.
I
I
go.
think we need to scare them.
They are about to kill you.
I set it on fire.
I go and I continue on with the mom thing, and I'm just.
More kids start crying.
No, but I don't want them to cry. It was more of like a. Kids, now let's.
So they look like they're gonna. They look like they're gonna kill me.
Yeah,
I shrink to their size with my hat of.
What?
Hat
No,
of,
it turns you invisible.
I cover him while he's doing that. I just kind of like cloak
my hat of disguise. I
and drop it like
turn
magic
into like
trick.
a halfling, but I don't. I still look like myself.
they're 70 feet away now.
I look shorter. And I say, "Stop! We're here to help."
A couple of them who are really gullible stop. They stop right where they are, and a couple of the other kids trip on them.
And I look to Coraline. I'm like, right?
They are now 50 feet away from you.
Yeah, this
Coraline, come on, sweetheart.
They're like 50 feet away from you.
I persuade her to help us. Convince them to stop.
She's kind of just like in a panic now. Like
I pick her up and I run. That's it. I'm sorry, guys.
She's like, you guys might want to run.
Okay, can I pick her up?
I
pick her
turn
up
back
and
to
I run.
normal. My tiny legs won't run as fast.
Okay, so
let's peace. We'll talk about this later.
So as they're like 50 feet away from you, right? All of a sudden, the area you're in right now, the sun that's shining on it, all of a sudden just gets engulfed in the shadow of something else, right?
Well, I don't think they're running from us.
It's Crank.
And then all of a sudden, right in front of you, this just big green mass of flesh just slams to the ground in front of you.
I've never seen this far before.
I haven't either, but I like frogs and animals.
It's a toad. It's a toad.
So you're just like, we're saved by the toad.
So
I just go,
this brown
toad.
and green mass of just flesh just crashes around in front of you. The sunlight begins to hit you again, right? Slams to the ground, right? This kid just jumps off of the toad and just screams. His voice booms through this entire place. His eyes are glowing purple. He is furious. And he is like, what's wrong with you? And he's screaming at the kids. And he's like, I thought I taught you guys better. And he's like, all the kids just immediately stop running, right? And then fall to the ground and sit like crisscross applesauce and just look at him.
Crisscross applesauce.
Like, and then you see a couple of them motion like my mouth sealed, like that kind of thing.
Can I just go over and like go near the toad and check him out?
Check out the toad. You want to check out you?
I just want to like say hi. Can I say hi to the toad?
Yeah. Why not?
I want to wave to the toad. Does he respond?
Make an animal handling check.
Okay. Do I roll and then add?
Yeah, it's the same as any other check.
Okay.
Can I check their pockets?
Oh well, this one's good.
Kids?
I have a
They
24.
might got something.
They're not dead.
Can I pet him too? I have a 24.
I want to take their knives. They
I
just
walk
try to.
up to.
The toad, right? So you got a 24. The toad, when you do that, it kind of like leans sideways and starts like
that's so
nuzzling
cute.
you, right? And it gets you all slimy.
Oh, I love it.
I love it.
I've made a friend.
Walk up and I'm like, I slipped him like 2 gold. Like,
Who?
the kid on the frog.
The kid
the
what?
hot dog.
The kid on the frog.
Pippi?
Pippi?
Yeah.
Pippi is still
You saw him,
screaming
you
at
know
them.
him.
When you go to stick
no.
you go to slide some money into his pocket, right? He kind of like pushes you away, and you just kind of fly backwards like 10 feet.
How strong is he?
Damn.
Whoa.
His eyes are starting to that bright purple glow as he calms down, is starting to kind of go away.
Can I make a magic check?
Yeah, sure.
Oh,
It's called an Arcana check.
Arcana. Oh, that's not good. That's
Like
not good.
5 feet. I don't know about 10
Where's
feet.
my-
10 feet's a lot.
Don't you have wings or something?
I got a tail.
Oh,
Yeah,
He didn't let
that's
me
like
have
a 4.
ow.
You notice that this magic that's coming off of him, there's nothing evil about it. It only comes from him caring about other people.
Okay. All right. Well,
cool.
that's chill.
That's cool.
Is Pippi a Super
He
Saiyan?
has Hulk strength. Is there like? Can I like talk to him? Is he Is he turning towards us at all?
No, he's yelling at them, and he's like, we get visitors, and you try to kill them.
I'm still
Right.
petting the toad.
I'm like on the ground. I'm like, yeah. Don't kill us.
There's a very large tarantula crawling on one of the buildings, and you just see Crank shoot his tongue out right at it, and he hits it and he brings it back in his mouth, and where the tarantula once was, there's just this big huge crack in the wall.
Whoa. I'm glad I have this new friend.
I'm glad I made a new friend.
Man, he's like level 10.
Can I like study him then?
If you want to.
Yeah.
Investigation.
Yeah. 18 plus 2. 20.
You can tell that he is not a frog. He is a toad.
Is he poisonous, Katie?
Well, I mean, I just want to study him so that maybe when I can maybe take on the form.
Can toads
Of a
be
giant
poisonous?
toad.
Because I know frogs can be. Okay.
Some of them, if they have the seeping skin.
Right, if he is poisonous, let me know so I
I
can
know a
use
lot
that
of
for my
frogs
arrows.
actually breathe through the skin. Anyways.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, this is
Does
awkward.
he do anything?
Now there's just this awkward silence. It is just, he stops talking, right? Pippi starts to get a little lightheaded, right? He's kind of stumbling a little bit. He gets onto Crank, right? And they walk straight through the people. All the kids move out of the way. They walk through.
Parting of the children see.
They walk through. Crank is not jumping because he doesn't want to hurt the kids. So he's kind of like crawling through. They go, and then there's this big opening.
I follow.
And then there's this big opening, and there's just like, you follow?
Yeah.
Yep,
Alright.
I follow too.
There's just this big bed. There's this big circular bed over to the side somewhere, and Crank gets on it, lays down, falls asleep, and Pippi just kind of sits down and leans up against him, and he falls asleep too.
Oh, I was going to offer to help him feel better because I have little healing words.
Coraline is, she looks super relieved. She's glad to be back. She tells you guys that she's going to be on her way. She's going to go back home.
Okay.
She runs off to a group of another group of girls who look eerily similar to her. Like they look like they're her twins.
Okay.
She goes off with them, and then they go off into one of the buildings and kind of giggling and stuff, and just go.
And it's all halflings and dwarves, you said, right?
Yes.
All right. Well, before
So halflings are basically hobbits.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Not sure if I made that clear.
Well, that answered my
can
question.
I just sort of like do a healing hands on Pippi?
Yeah.
Like the word. I'll do a healing word.
Do you
and
have
I'll
the spell slots for it?
Yeah. I just have one more
Okay.
one left.
Do
So
it.
this is going to be it. Well, it's kind of like a show of good faith after everything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we could take a nap too. This seems like
Actually,
a pretty safe
yeah,
place.
I'll do that first then, and then take the meditation.
Okay.
So
sure.
I'll just kind of like gently brush his hair to the side so that like the whole mom-child thing, and be like, "Thank you," and that's my healing word.
He smiles in his sleep.
Oh, that's cute. Okay,
Oh,
I'm
my
gonna go to
daughter does
meditate.
that. It's adorable. It is adorable.
So we're like chilling, we're sleeping.
Yeah.
That is adorable.
Yeah, well, not all of us. We
Now-
have to take watch.
Some of the kids.
I take watch.
Some of the kids
Okay.
come up to
Yeah,
you.
because you have slots.
I don't know that I trust him.
Some of the kids come up to you
set the
guys,
area on
and some of the kids come up to you and give you guys some water and some food.
I thank them.
Then
And
they-
I apologize to them about the mom thing. I just kind of was
the
worried.
moment you say the word "mom," they start crying again.
Oh.
I go to say, well, you know what? I can be like a
Parental unit.
substitute. Sort of. I'll like.
They start crying even harder.
No.
I'll
I
replace
do
your
a
mom.
persuasion to be like
Katie,
a nice
Katie,
thing.
just leave it alone.
All right, so are you guys like kind of like putting a hand over her mouth like, God,
Yeah.
listen, Kelwin, don't.
I'm good with animals.
I can
not
be
with
like
kids.
your mom, but better.
Oh God.
Oh God,
I don't say that.
but Cruven does.
No.
No, okay.
Oh, I could be a mom.
I could be a mom. Starts flexing. This is what my mom used to do.
Well, in his case, it'd be true.
Yeah,
All right,
maybe.
Well, then I apologize and I thank them for the water and I awkwardly sit down to meditate.
They lead you guys into one of the rooms
Okay.
off to the side, and it leads up a stairwell. And up top, there is it's on top of the building. There's kind of like a little campsite set up there, beds and stuff, tables, some more water and stuff.
Is there a window?
But you're on a roof,
All right, cool.
so like, yes, everywhere.
Everywhere is a
All right.
window.
I want to do a perception check. Just got out the area.
Okay.
All right, and I'm just gonna squat down and meditate. I don't care.
I fall asleep cuddling our captive.
And I have my
Yes.
owl just kind of sitting.
You get more covered in pee. Your
was
owl
worth it.
starts kind of like nuzzling you and starts
Oh, that's
chirping
okay.
and stuff. You, Miles, what'd you roll?
8.
An 8.
Hold up. The pea's not gone yet.
Pee doesn't
Well,
just
Pee
disappear.
doesn't just
Pee
disappear.
It
evaporates.
dries up.
It dries up, but it still
9.
smells.
Dries up, but if you
It's still
touch dry
smelly.
pee, you're still touching pee.
But I'm not getting pee on me. I'm just.
He's got pee on him.
You need a shower.
You're cuddling the fainted body that's got pee on it. You're gonna get pee on you. I'm sorry. Should have thought before you cuddled.
I think I'm a doer.
Okay, let's not get into this territory right now. So, Miles,
I take a nap too.
all right.
Nap
Miles,
time.
you realize that you can see off in the distance. You can see the slight glint of armor and the insignias and stuff, and all the music, the trumpets, all that. You can hear it eventually. Eventually, it starts heading back toward the castle. The king's men have given up on finding this vigilante.
There's a vigilante on the loose. Oh yeah, it's Pippi.
All right.
Is that useful?
Let's take a short break here. That way we can bring Cece into the mix, and I can go get a drink of water, and then we'll be right back. You're listening to 81.1 The Exile Radio. I'm your host, Raymond. This is our show, DJs and Dragons, where we take DJs from all around the show, and we play Dungeons & Dragons, a game where it takes place in the imagination in a world that I created using the rules of Dungeons & Dragons. And enough said, it's a role-playing game, so you're going to hear a lot of role-playing, and we're going to sound funny, but that's what makes it funny.
Charming.
That's okay.
I'm back. I'm here. Raymond killed my cows.
Listen.
Oh.
Hey,
Listen.
no one cares.
Oh.
They weren't making any money.
Yeah, they were. They are hired assassins. We actually make pretty good money in our business. You'd
No
be
one wants a
surprised. I was actually thinking about this last night.
So, anyways,
Okay.
so you go off to try to figure out what's going on, right? What you ended up finding out is that, because at this point you guys have napped and stuff, it's the next day. Okay, so she comes back, it's a day later.
You found us somehow.
Mike's good? Okay.
I just smelled
She,
you guys.
she comes back a day later.
Yeah.
She came back a day later. What she found was that she found a way to quickly get there. She actually went to. She was trying to. So your character left to try to find a way to get there as fast as she could. She found. She ended up was walking around and she ended up finding. She stumbled across a person who was a part of that traveling circus. And they led her back to the main tent and stuff where it happens. And she met this this showman. And this showman, he dabbled in magic, right? And he could kind of not physically put you there, but he could kind of put your sort of your essence there. So you were kind of like a ghost. You couldn't interact with anything, but you could see. So he put you where the cows had been, and you got to see what was going on there. The entire place was burnt to the ground. All the trees. It was burnt down, and there were no traces of any of the cows.
Oh.
So now at this point, it's just a waiting game until you get your next letter.
The only thing left
Oh,
was
your
a trail
family.
of milk.
All you get now is
You just killed my family.
The family.
now you get so right now you're waiting on another letter from your family, people who raised the cows that raised you, and you can see that in one of the standing trees. I know I said all of them were burnt down, but there's still one standing. There is just a big X carved into the tree, and that's it. So
It's the pigs.
it's the pigs, the assassin pig. No,
The Viking pigs
The
attacked
Viking
the
pigs.
assassin cows.
I guess.
Okay, wow.
So,
So
yeah,
I guess
kinda-
we look at her and we're
No,
like,
I-
how'd it go?
I guess I'll tell you guys about my
Your adventure.
my adventure after too.
Okay, well, I kind of show up and I'm just, and I assume they're starting to wake
so
up.
you
Yeah, we're
show,
just waiting.
well, you show up back at the house.
Oh,
Because it
Oh,
wouldn't
we're not
make
there.
it wouldn't make much sense for you to find them.
Okay.
However, Tormus kind of directs you to where they are, and you kind
Thomas is
of
like, this is exactly where they are on the map.
being an assassin,
tracker.
being an assassin cow, he kind of or being raised by assassin cows, you kind of know your way to track things.
She's the world's greatest cow detective.
So she finds her way.
What about
I
the
was
kids?
just thinking Batman, but instead of like Batman, as Cowman.
Yeah.
Cowwoman.
that's me.
So you end up finding them, and some of the other people, or some of the children, they kind of you heard all that.
Some bits and pieces.
Do you know that they were being almost killed by kids?
Yes, I heard that.
Okay, you know that they were stopped. They didn't get killed by kids.
Yes, I heard that.
And I'm covered
you're
in
good,
another
you're caught
man's
up.
pee.
So they basically will. So the kids kind of lead you where they are, and you join up with the party.
Okay, I'm joining the party.
No,
So-
it is. You're all now. They're all kind of huddled around this like fire pit. It's like a metal pan with fire coming out of it and stuff. It's big.
Are
And
we
so,
all still
so it
on
doesn't catch the wooden and the
Yeah,
wood
I
and
think
stuff nearby on fire. So there's a fire up on the roof and stuff. You can see the stars in the sky. You know, it's a very pretty sight.
And I see that they're sleeping, and I just kind of wait before I wake
Oh no,
up.
they're not sleeping. You guys are.
Oh, I thought they
They're
were.
all they're sitting around the fire.
I thought they
Oh,
were
we were gonna
sleeping.
sleep. Remember, we all slept except for
Zen.
Zen.
Yeah, but Rowan wanted to tell you guys what he saw.
Yeah, but I thought I was
I thought we
coming
were
in.
doing that afterwards.
We'll do it
Yeah.
when we wake up.
Okay.
Yeah, so I assume I got there when they were sleeping, because I heard they fell
Alright.
asleep before I
Okay.
showed up.
I got lay on hands. I need.
If you want to tell me when you wake up, go for it.
I want to wake up.
I'll keep guard if you guys want to keep sleeping.
I want to wake up. Wake me up, please.
She just.
Yeah, I also want to wake up and
Just
clean.
like,
Well, you guys,
Hi.
are meditating, so you guys all have a long rest. You don't have to really keep watch. You just
I do
meditate.
get a lot of
Okay.
rest. Why lay on
Okay,
hands?
so I kind of just go over to Kelwin. It's been a while. And I'm just like, psst, hey, psst.
I rudely awaken. Do I awaken from my meditation? From that?
Yeah.
All right.
You're
Hello.
you're still fully alert. So I mean, I don't know why you guys all don't just meditate, except for not you guys.
Well,
but-
they can't.
You're
I know, I'm
sitting
saying-
like, yeah.
I'm saying you don't have to keep watching.
I could
if you're
try.
meditating. That's the point of meditating.
Okay. But yeah, so I like, hey, so I'm back. My family's gone.
Oh, what?
Yeah, the entire forest they were in is burnt down, and there's
Not the cows?
yeah, I don't know what happened. So I just came back here because there's no trace of them, and I have no idea where they would go. I don't know of any other cow village, so
Well, I wish you the best of luck, and if you need help tracking down cows, I love animals, so I will help you.
do we want to wake up these guys?
Yes. All right. So I'll go over to Steve and I give him a little nudge.
Spy crusher.
Ah!
Oh God.
Don't scare me like
So you
that.
guys. So wait, are
my
you guys
God.
interrupting
Oh,
your?
yeah.
So wait, are you guys interrupting your long rest? Because you
No,
won't
I
get.
wanna
Because it'll
keep
just be a short rest then.
sleeping. Don't do that to me.
Never mind.
then I say, I'm sorry. You can go back to
Hey,
sleep.
don't do that.
I'm
So
sorry.
so you.
I like smell my stuff. I push the guy away.
Let's say it's 4 hours of the night, so you have your stuff back because
Yeah.
you meditate.
Meditated.
So you can
I don't have any stuff.
say you got it back.
All right. I have all my abilities back.
Oh, you
I'm
didn't mark
ready.
it down.
No, it's just on here.
Okay.
Before I fall asleep, I'm like, watch that guy.
All right.
I sleep.
So
Can I do a perception check to see what's
Yeah.
going on if
normally when you try to wake someone up and stuff, you can't really take that back. But I'm gonna say, well, why not? Because you
Okay.
didn't really know. But
Can I make a perception check since I just kind of came and was like, Want to see what's going on.
I'll join
Go
you
for
just
it.
to see what's happening in stand guard.
16.
All right. Well, Kelwin fills you in. You see basically everything that you heard.
Okay.
You were here for.
Okay.
You know, you're just as caught up as them, except for you weren't there to experience it.
Okay.
All right,
Wow, that
I'm
must
gonna.
have been hard.
It was. It was very difficult to have a bunch of hundreds of children run at you and try to
So
save
let's
you.
fast forward a couple hours. Now it is morning. You
I'm a
two-
dragon.
You two, I'm a dragon. I'm a big scary dragon.
I'm sleeping right now,
just
too.
like sleep crushing spines. You know.
He's like, he
And then he's
crushes
very
one.
delicately gluing them.
Corey, he just crushes one right, and he's like,
Crushing spines.
I will say, you guys are a really funny group to for other people to go around and see. Maybe you're the circus. You ever think about that?
Probably.
All right. So you guys have woken up.
Yeah. No?
It's a bit-
Is it morning?
Yeah, I said I fast forward a couple hours.
Oh, okay, yeah.
All right.
Because these two are just
Hey,
chatting.
Steve.
And I don't think you want 4 hours of just these two chatting.
Yeah.
No.
I don't think I do.
Is there a shower? Can I is there
Mr.
someone
Spine
I can
Crusher
talk
is my
to
father.
see where a shower is?
A shower?
Is there a bath?
Somewhere I can clean.
Give myself.
There is a fountain.
Oh, yeah, I'll do that.
Kid points you out to a fountain.
I drag the
Those are
guard.
boys.
Throw him in.
There's a boy fountain
jump
and a
in
girl
myself.
fountain.
Oh,
Does the guard that fainted wake up?
Yeah.
Okay, I sit him
he
down.
He woke up about 6 hours into the night and just couldn't move. He was just crushed under his
So I
weight.
sit down next to, in front of him.
His ribs are broken because you laid on him.
What?
Oh,
I'm not healing
He's
that.
not. He
I'm
can
sorry.
still talk. I'm just saying his ribs are broken.
That's fine. You can survive with broken ribs. I'll teach him a lesson.
Well, did you take his?
I
Is
do
he
lay
sleeping
on
with his
hands.
armor on?
Huh?
No.
Did you
Well,
keep
I wasn't
No.
on him. I was like cuddling him.
Okay, then he's fine. But I'm
Okay.
saying, did you sleep on him, or did you did he have his armor? Did he have his armor on?
We didn't take his armor.
Come on. Let's keep this PG-13.
Okay, sorry.
okay.
Well,
So,
wait.
anyways, I sit down. I talk to him.
Safe
I'm
for
like,
work.
look, I like to crush spines. I crush a lot of spines, like 3 times a week.
wow.
Sometimes more.
I'm from the fountain. I'm like, I can
trying
crush
to-
your spine if I
I'm
wanted
trying
to.
to quit.
Well, I was trying to quit. I don't crush spines of friends. You could join my army. You must swear your loyalty to me. I have a whole code book that I have like little books written up in my back pocket. If you join my army, yeah, that's it. It's either you get your spine crushed or you join my army.
And we can
Loyal.
call upon you at any time, but you don't
Yeah.
always have to follow us around.
You can help us out, and in return, my army will help you out when you need it. So can I roll persuasion? Like,
And we won't
what do
crush
I
your
have to
spine.
do for that? And I won't crush your spine.
he takes his helmet off, right? And it's an elf. He starts nodding like this. Like,
Okay.
Yeah, like he doesn't say anything. He just nods.
Weak
Can
sauce.
I roll an insight to make sure that he's being truthful?
Yeah.
I'll do that
That
too.
wouldn't be insight. That'd be wisdom.
I'll do that too.
I would just go with
I'll
wisdom.
add my wisdom, so 20.
Oh well, I wanted to do insight. 15.
Insight wouldn't really
Yeah, you're
fit
right.
the
You're right.
situation. You got a what? A 15?
Not with just wisdom. It's a 13.
Well,
That's
then I'll
what I
add
meant.
mine. so
he doesn't. You don't really see too many. You're gonna add what?
My 20. I rolled 18 and I have 20, so
Well,
I
then-
want to check too.
Okay. Well, yeah, that's separate. So what you notice is, or you can't tell that there's he's being sinister in any way. He's just not talking. Same thing with you.
I just want to make sure they. So he's loyal now.
He's just
Yeah.
nodding.
What's
He's
his
like,
What's your name?
he just nods and points at his arm.
What does it say?
Roloro.
Rollo.
Loro the Silence. Welcome to the army of Cruven.
We're going to call you Rollo from now on.
Yep, you're right.
Ah.
Now I'm gonna remember the L.
Now he's got this prideful look, right? And he just starts slapping it like crazy. And then he points at his other shoulder that doesn't have anything on it, and he's like, points at you, and he's like telling you to do something to his shoulder. The other plate on his arm, because this one has his name carved into it.
I write out Rollo, and I...
Roloro.
Slap
this
it.
is silent.
No,
Well, no, I think what he's saying is
Corey
that-
really sloppily, like
I
a
think-
kid, carves Rolo.
Well, no,
like, into
what I'm
the
saying
armor.
is you just, his name is here, you just inducted him into your army, and then he points at this arm.
Oh, so I have to carve my army's insignia into it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do it like a spine.
Question: are we all part of your army?
Yes.
Or the water
No.
bird.
You
but
don't
we
really
know
get to
about that.
decide. I just decide.
It's one of
for
those
you.
things where it's just like, you were born, weren't you?
Yeah. I mean, is your spine crushed?
No.
Well, then I guess that means you're part of my army.
You're with me or you're against me.
And that's the tribe of the water bird. Is the
A water bird.
army of Cruven. I have to think of an insignia for.
Do
I
a
guess
duck.
it's
Do a
The
duck
duck.
spine.
I
Do a
guess
duck
it's
A
spine.
water bird.
The
No, a duck with a spine in its mouth.
Or like
What's the duck's-
hanging around its.
Yeah. So yeah, maybe it's that. Maybe it's like the spine and then the skull of the duck.
Okay.
Okay. It's very celestial. I guess.
Wow.
But this still has wings.
Oh.
All
So
right.
it's like the
Basically,
spine,
skeleton?
We just
the-
made
the-
our logo
the
right here
duck,
and now.
and then the wings.
Starting with Roloro, we just made
Rolo.
our logo. Rolo. We're gonna call
Laura,
him
Roro.
when you
Roro.
carve it into his arm,
R.
right? He looks at it like it's a new tattoo, and he's like, ah.
I go,
But when he
you're
does,
pretty
but
cool
when
now.
he goes, ah, just like jewels fall out of his mouth.
All right, here we go. My list: the army of Cruven. So far, it consists of Rolo.
Roloro.
Roloro.
No, Rolo. His name
Is
is.
that what you're calling
Ryan.
him?
I'll refer to him as Roloro, but
The rest of us
Rolo.
will not.
Yeah. So he opens his mouth and, and then just jewels fall out of his mouth, just with a bunch of drool on them.
You can keep those. Just consider it a gift.
No, I
He
sneak.
kind of he goes to the ground and he starts trying to eat them back up, right?
Oh.
But my hand shoots out and like
But then
I
he
grab
grabs
him.
them. So now Steve Irwin is covered in pee and drool.
But I go back to the fountain.
How do you spell the ro? Blah, blah, blah. I
Roloro.
don't even know what it's saying.
R-A-L-O-R-O.
Roloro.
You both were saying O's and R's and O's
R-A-
at the same time.
R-A-L? R-A-L-O-R-O.
My goodness, guys. Okay.
What next? I go to look for Pippi.
He's still where he was.
Can we find
He's
out
not-
what Steve's
Hey, no,
mission
he's
was
awake.
about?
He's
He's awake?
awake. He's just.
Oh,
Can
yeah.
Can I talk
He's
to
just
him?
where he was.
Can I talk to him
Can we
then?
figure out Steve's mission before we move on to
Sure.
that one?
Okay, so
Oh,
I come
yeah.
back from the fountain. Am I clean? Yeah. Okay, I'm clean. There's no pee or spit on me. I got some jewels.
You taking
Can I add gold?
you taking Rolo with you?
Can I add gold to my thing? Or add jewels?
Rololo.
You can write in your equipment miscellaneous jewels. So misc, period, jewels if you want. You did take them.
Roloro.
How many do I have?
Sneezes on Steve, and now you're covered in snow.
When he sees you putting those away, though, he starts rubbing his stomach and like kind of giving you the puppy dog eyes.
I don't care.
He eats them?
I don't care.
My strange addiction, man.
Okay.
Waste.
I ask him, you got more in that stomach?
Anyway.
He beats his chest and he
And I
points
pull
at
out a
you.
golden knife.
Okay, well, let's do that later.
And I'm just like, oh, they're just hazing him. You're just
Look
being
at this.
hazed.
We're all having
You
so
notice
much
that this
fun.
NPC is a stupid elf, right? Like I made a stupid elf.
Probably doesn't get it.
Okay.
All elves are stupid, aren't they? No, I'm kidding.
Excuse
I'm
me.
kidding. I think all elves are incredibly smart, especially after
I'm being
After
hazed.
Kelwin, I think that all elves are super smart, so I don't really understand that he's not. I think he's just smart to a point that I don't understand.
Nobody understands his level of smart.
Yeah.
very
He's smarter than all of us, I think.
All right, so
All right.
So my mission.
You don't know what those jewels those jewels do for that
I went down
digestive
to
system?
the riverbank, and I followed the guy down to the riverbank, and I was real sneaky about it. I was ducking through bushes. I jumped to a tree and jumped down from the tree, and I was real sneaky about it. And what I saw was it was him. He was a lizard guy. He was with a bunch of other lizard guys and some other dragonborns, and they all had the same matching tattoo on their shoulder.
did you get a matching tattoo?
No, I did not.
His
Sadly,
shoulder.
but they were all chilling in a cave.
That sounds shady.
Yeah.
That's all I saw. I was like, well, I can't fight them all. I'm level 1.
Still.
We'll go back to that.
Still,
We'll go back to them and check that out because that's shady.
And I'm like, hey guys, could be something there.
Hey.
More army members, yeah.
More pirate crew.
Yeah. So
Same thing, man.
Make
So
a
he basically found a gang.
Oh.
Yeah, I found a gang.
We found a gang too. I pointed the children.
Except
Now we know
yours is
two
more
gangs.
acceptable.
Yeah. I think we're
the
doing the
city-
right thing.
You know what? If I'm gonna be part of your army, can I at least be like the head of like the Navy?
Totally.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be awesome.
Fair enough.
Can I
makes
be in
sense.
charge of all the money?
Spit into the hand and then do the.
I'll do that. Listen, I've been peed on already.
Well,
There's
guys,
a tooth falls out of my mouth as you shake, but it's not my tooth.
I grab it and I put it in my pocket. Because who knows? I could sell it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
all right, so you guys are.
I'm surprised, frankly, too. Like, how long has that been?
So if you guys want to do that, then you have to do it in real life right now.
I'm gonna have to find a tooth.
Okay.
Raymond?
All right, what are we doing?
Open
Going
up.
I want to go and ask.
So you went to go talk to Pippi.
Yes, I want to just talk
So
to
Pippi
him.
kind of like he
Does he know that like I helped him last night at all? Or is that just kind of like a
No, yeah, if you want to tell him that, but he
no?
kind of gestures you over to his and Crank's like bed, and he offers you to sit down because like this is just like it's really just a big like just lump of like fabric.
Can I sit next
And
to Crank
pillows.
then? And pet? Yeah.
Can I do like a perception check to see if there's like a shop?
There's what?
A shop?
Yeah.
Can you trade with the kids?
Yeah, the kids got anything good? Like,
I mean, they've been
what kind
stealing
of shops we
things.
got? Yeah.
Yeah. They start selling us all of our stuff back.
We'll
I got
sell them our
15.
stuff for higher rate.
There, you can see there's like carts where kids are kind of selling like little things and stuff, but there's no like main big shops in this alley.
Anything worth buying?
Worth buying? Depends on what you want.
Okay, I go up to one. Like, I'm like, what you got?
Got some
Okay.
pirate stuff.
You just makeshift jewelry, makeshift like little weapons and stuff. Just food, like scraps of food and stuff.
What kind of
Things like
weapons does he
that.
got?
Huh?
What kind of weapons does he got?
They're really just made to look pretty. They're wooden weapons, but they're carved really nicely
Oh, that's pretty.
with cool patterns and whatnot on them. They're carved out of different kinds of wood that you'd find anywhere in this world. Some prettier than others.
All right, I'm good. Thought about it. Changed my mind.
Pull that thing where you go to the store but you don't want to be rude, so you say, "I'm gonna think about it," and then you never come back.
Yeah, exactly. No, I'm like straight up. I'm like, these are nice, but not mine. Not my thing.
Not my thing.
You keep doing your business. I like where you're going. You're making a lot of money with this.
You're going places, kid.
Yeah, remind me of me when I was your age.
Except you were actually doing legal stuff.
Sort of.
We were
Selling
both
fun.
making money. I was stealing money.
Hey,
Okay. Hey.
each their own.
Okay.
All right.
We level up.
So can I just?
Pippi kind of gestures over. You to come over. You sit down next to Crank. He said, "So what are you guys doing here?"
That's a long story.
Am I there with you? Like, is this all
Yeah,
happening in the same room?
well,
Did
I know
did I
I
come
went.
back?
I went over. I don't know. Did you guys follow me?
I kind of look around and I get anxious because Kelwin, I don't see Kelwin. And then
I play with the kids.
I sniff around and to see, and I just kind of run into the room when he asks the question.
You were there when she left.
No, what? I didn't notice.
What?
I don't think any. Did anyone
I'm
follow
very
me?
distraught about my cows
you.
and my
All
forest
right, that's cool.
that are
All right.
burnt to the ground.
She's
All right.
just focusing on a lot of different things.
I have a lot on my mind right now. Okay.
All right. So there's anything you want to ask Pippi?
Well, I tell him basically everything that's happened.
We fill them in.
Yeah.
Oh, are you with her?
Yeah, I'm with her.
I'm with her.
Yeah.
I also
Thank
tell
you
them
for
the
being with me.
revolution
I
plan,
appreciate it.
plan too. I'm just like, this might happen. But
Join my army.
yeah.
Now, he,
I'm with them.
he thanks you for bringing Coraline back. He apologizes for stealing from you. He said, "I'm sorry for stealing from you."
I'm like,
he's like,
it
but I
wasn't
didn't
even
really.
ours.
He's like,
Yeah.
but I didn't really steal from you. I
Yeah.
stole from someone else.
And they were like, and I was like, I was gonna steal it anyway, so I'm not that angry.
Respect.
He says to
I'm like, I respect the artistry.
he says to you guys, he's like, well, if it's any consolation, he's like, the king will have a new shipment in, by the end of the week. So everything that's missing is going to be back.
I was like, oh, hey now.
You just keep stealing stuff and they just keep bringing more stuff.
I'm like, this is the best thing that.
Then he goes and he asks you how Tormus is doing. You know.
Oh, so you're familiar with Tormus?
He's like, I steal from him once a week.
Oh. Is that an arrangement, or you just happen to?
He's like, I feel like it's a love-hate kind of thing.
That's understandable. I feel like he has that same feelings for us.
Oh, we had a good time.
Yeah, I thought that Tormus.
We got lit. Air quotes.
Okay, so after we tell them why we're here, to solve racism,
we ask, just be like, hey.
What happened?
Yeah, from your perspective.
He said, well, all the kids' parents, all of a sudden out of nowhere, people started being so enveloped by this this hatred for one another that they stopped taking care of themselves. They stopped taking care of their houses, and most importantly, they stopped taking care of their kids and their pets. That's why you'll see, now that it's more daytime, you can kind of see around you that
kids have pets.
Kids have pets. Like you'll see a kid holding like an iguana, like here and there, a couple birds.
Iguanas.
I appreciate the sight.
He's like, so really, all the kids kind of came together, and it was really chaotic at first. He said, but we're starting to kind of get it under control.
Mm-hmm.
I say, I'm looking for a foot. Have you seen a foot? It's about this big.
It looks like a foot.
Dwarven foot. All feet look alike, so that doesn't help. And it's missing a person.
He said, how long have you been missing this foot?
Well, it's not.
We're not really sure.
I'm finding it for a friend.
He looks at you and he's like, I don't know if this is like, this is gonna upset you. He's like, but I don't think you're gonna be able to use a foot after that long.
I think it's
We'll
more
put
of
it
a
on
sentimental
ice.
thing.
Yeah.
Like nostalgia.
Yeah.
He said, I've seen some toes here and there, but I haven't seen a foot.
Okay.
Oh. All right. Well, thank you.
How many toes? Like 5?
He's like, I was just kidding.
Oh.
Creep.
I figured I could put it back together with,
He looks at you and he's like, wait, are you
Some
really?
super glue.
He's like, are you really missing a foot?
Someone
Not
we know
mine,
is
but I'm missing one, yeah.
Okay.
I'm looking for one.
trying to help him.
It's like an Easter egg hunt, both body parts.
All right, so I feel
Or
like we can be
feet.
really honest with Pippi, so I'm just gonna like outright ask him a lot of things.
Yeah, he's Pippi the guide.
I'm just thinking about that foot.
So I go and I ask Pippi, and I say, well, it seems like you all experienced this firsthand, the magic that, well, I assume it's magic, because I'm gonna tell you straight up. I went to check out the feeling around, and it seems like some kind of iffy magic is going on.
He's like, huh, weird. He kind of fills you in further. He's like, the kids' parents don't even remember their names anymore.
But it doesn't seem to affect the children.
Yeah, no.
Oh, that's interesting.
The children, they have no hatred in their hearts, really. They're kids.
They're too pure to be
They're
affected.
kids. But their parents
They're
just kind of
innocents.
one day upright stopped taking care of them, and the kids eventually they needed to start because the people they started taking care of themselves, so the kids had to kind of all come together to survive.
All right, well then I ask Pippi and I say, well, would you be willing to help us out? Because I feel like if we figure out what happened here, we could probably get all of you back in your homes and your parents would be back to normal. That's my hope.
He said, well, if you can do that, great. He's like, but I gave up on that a long time ago. He's still got his like cheery like dee kind of
Yeah,
voice.
but there's
you
still
know.
that undertone.
But he's still emotional about it.
Did another frog eat the foot? Like, could it have been in a different frog?
He's like,
I'm just
I don't know
thinking
what
out loud.
he kind of like flicks Frank right above his eyeball and is like, I don't know what this thing's ate. And then the frog just starts like licking him and stuff.
Oh, I thought it was Crank.
Look at the frog.
It is Frank. I meant Toad. See, look at me. I'm being a
I
Frank.
get excited. You talk to owls. Can you also talk to frogs?
I could talk to Crank.
Can you find out if he ate a foot?
Okay. I'll use a spell thing. just
No,
for you.
no. Stop.
I don't think that Crank would do that.
So
No, don't let him do this.
You just spell slut.
Oh,
Can we use the spell
hold
thing
on
to
one
talk
second.
to like the frog about other stuff?
Hold on.
well, while I'm using it, it lasts for a while. So
Oh my god.
I could, and there's a bunch of pets around, so I guess we could gather as much information. They've been around the city, so
They
we can
just
ask them if
scream at
they've
you.
seen things, or we could locate places.
All right. I think my mic is now working again. I accidentally dropped it.
You're good.
Good. Okay. Cool.
All right.
I gotta look over at Pippi.
So yeah, did he eat the foot? Did we find that out?
Hippie.
I said Pippi.
You said
All
Bippy.
right. So I
Is
look
it
over to Crank, my best friend, right now. I
Okay.
give him a soft little pet, and I
Okay.
go, "Hey, bud."
In this in this really slow and deep voice, he goes, "Hi."
I love you so much more now.
He's like, you get whatever a toad equivalent of "buy me a drink first" out of him is. But he's like, "You got any food?" Then as he says that, his tongue shoots out of his mouth and whisks right past your head and catches a giant fly out of the air, big horse fly, and it comes flying back.
Okay.
All right. Well, that's pretty
And he
impressive.
goes, "Hey, that
I'm
was,
like,
that
you
was
summoned
pretty
that.
good."
I thought that she summoned it. I was like, whoa.
Okay.
All right.
Screws
So,
it, like level 9.
all right. So,
Nope.
my
Anyway,
friend wants to
level
know.
But once the tongue comes
Like
out,
all of
all
us.
the kids in the surrounding area that have like pet birds or like iguanas
Wow.
freeze, and they're like they hide their animal for a second, right? And then they bring it back out, and everything's back to normal.
All right. So I ask him, all right, on behalf of my friend, I would like to know if you've ever eaten a foot. Like a human foot or a dwarf foot.
Dwarf.
Once or twice.
That's pretty interesting. Like, was it already off, or did you just kind of like...
I don't remember.
Do you still got it?
You can't ask the questions, Rowan.
I'm a dragon.
You don't speak to
You don't
frogs,
speak.
though.
You don't
I'm a
speak
dragon.
toad. You don't speak toad.
Ask him if he.
Do you
Dragons
think
are like
you
cousins
would
to
still
dra-
have the foot? It's probably digested long past.
He's like, I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think
Pull
so
up
either.
next.
This Crank is smart, but he's not bright. If that makes any sense.
Yeah. Well, I think Crank, and I say, well, do you think that you could like tell us about the area? Because you see everything from when you can hop up. That's pretty impressive.
The area.
Over on the halfling side, like more near where the kids are.
He said, "This place is a dump."
Well, thank you for that.
We're talking to Eeyore.
Does
right
anyone
now.
want to know anything
That's kind of what I'm
in
going for a
particular?
little bit.
Before I like be like, hey,
Did you find the foot?
No.
no, no
What?
foot. He doesn't.
Did you maybe like?
He
leave it
said
somewhere?
he might have eaten it once or twice,
And once
like
you
a foot once or
once you got to speak with animals, once you kind of activated that spell, so you already heard like the bustle and the voices and stuff of all these children. But once you did, it got twice as loud because now you could also hear their pets.
Oh
Hold
God.
How many days have we been in the city working for him?
I'm in pain.
I think this is your third, maybe fourth. I don't remember.
And
off
we're
the
getting
top.
100
I
gold
can't
every
tell you
day?
off the top of my head. I'd have to check.
We're getting 100 gold every day, right?
Depending on
Every
how
time we
much.
do something.
Depending on what you accomplish.
Yeah.
If you get nothing done, then you don't get paid at all.
Well, on this day, you're listening to 89.1 WPHS Warren, Sterling Heights, the Exile Radio. This is DJs and Dragons on Air. Yeah, we're playing Dungeons and Dragons live, and currently Kelwin is in pain from all the talking animals.
And I'm trying to figure out how much money
Ask
we
the
got.
frog if he knows V.
Do you know V, the bartender?
She gave me some food sometime.
Was it a foot?
Was it a foot?
I don't remember.
That's fair enough. I appreciate it. Does anyone else want to know anything? Because right now I'm in a.
I don't know if toads can burp, but he burps.
I say just find out
He
from
croaks.
his point of view what happened.
To what?
The
foot.
city.
To the foot or?
The city.
Well, from an animal's perspective, because I know that that's vastly different, but I appreciate it regardless, because of course. But
From his perspective, he sees what he saw was that that every no matter where they were from, like people have stopped caring anything that wasn't themselves stopped being cared for. Like for instance, he kind of feels when he's like I was in a zoo. He's like, now I'm not. He's like, they didn't want me anymore.
I'm sorry, Craig, but you have Pippi.
When you say I'm sorry, he burps and a toe pops out of his mouth.
A toe?
A big toe.
Oh, great. Does it look like it belonged to Bronar?
See if there's like a tattoo.
Yeah. How do I identify this toe?
Under the fingernail, there's a bee. Under the toenail, there's a big bee.
That's why he liked to.
And on the toe, there's just like a gold ring, like a toe ring.
Oh, I take it.
It's Brona's.
Slide it off. I'm like,
I need the rest.
When you take it off, what was it? Roloro comes up and he tries to bite it out of your hands.
grab him.
Why
No,
are you still here?
down.
He's good. He's a good asset. He's a biter. I like it.
Roloro
I'm gonna add the biter to it. The silent
Roloro
biter.
hisses at you.
I pretend like I got some gold in my hand. I throw it. Pretend to throw it.
He runs off after it. But like,
that
what's
would
all kind of going through your guys' heads is how did this guy become a knight?
I'm not. I still think he's a genius.
I'm like, look at
I can learn great things.
His knowledge is transcendent beyond my comprehension.
Understanding.
So you can put gold toe ring.
All right.
Okay, I need the other ones
Well,
now.
can I
How do we
studied
get
him.
the other toes?
I studied the toad, Crank, and I feel like I understand the gist of animals and how they work, or at least maybe. So can I like do a little tummy rub in a certain specific way to get him to like
Foot? I need
Like,
foot.
toss the foot?
I mean, if you want to
No one's in there.
So basically you're
I'm gonna
asking
burp
if you
a
can
large
burp
toad.
the giant toad.
Yes.
You
That-
normally pat the back and you position that up.
And no, this is a giant toad that a halfling can ride on. So
It's a bit big.
you can try animal handling check, go for it. But remember, this isn't like a normal animal that you'd burp. So you have disadvantage. This is not the kind of animal because you're making an animal handling check, and this is
I feel
quite
like I want to
a
try
large
it too.
animal.
We should all try it. We should all burp the toad.
All right, so 16, because my second one was 17.
I'll do it.
16. All simultaneously, you guys are gonna burp him.
Oh, I rolled a natural 20.
You're all gonna help? Wow, you're better with animals than I am.
That foot.
I rolled a 12.
Did you add your
I got a 17.
animal handling?
Yes, guys.
Let's see.
Look
Animal
at us working
handling.
together.
I have a 0. So yeah, it's just a natural.
Okay.
So
I rolled
I
12.
I crit 16.
17.
So why you guys
I
are
tell
doing
him
it,
beforehand,
you're
though, like,
struggling
this is
to
gonna
push. You three are struggling to push his stomach in just the right spot and stuff. So you just start hearing like ha 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 because he's like chuckling, right? And then all of a sudden, Cruven gets in there, swings one of his arms around him, like kind of like in a sideways motion, and just squeezes.
It's like, give me the foot.
It's just that Cruven had the 20.
And then-
because he's the one most
And then one by
motivated.
one, you just hear 5 burps, right?
Oh no.
One burp for each toe, and then one burp for the rest of the foot. And the last one is so loud that
So
every
happy.
kid in the area falls to the ground and puts their hands over their heads like it's a tornado drill.
Do the toes have any other extra?
Yeah, they spell out
Value.
Bronar. So the first one says B, the next
Well,
one
that's
says
the
R.
toenail, not the ring.
O-N.
Yeah, are there any more like rings?
No, we have to
or,
count how you spell Bronar.
Yeah.
There is a B on the big toe, an R,
Yes.
an O, an N, an A, and on the heel, there's a big R.
Cool.
This is so great. I love it.
Now, I just want to point out that if we didn't change his name to Bronar and we kept the old name, it would have worked. Okay?
Guess what? Don't care. I'm just happy I got the foot.
Actually, you know what? No, there's a 6th toe. There's a 6th toe.
Oh.
And the 6th
That's
toe
why he likes
has an R on it. So scratch that
That's
whole
special.
heel
It's a
thing.
special foot.
That's just my way of
so wait,
getting
he
back at
has
Corey.
6 burps.
Yeah. Okay. So I pet Crank and I thank him.
Oh
I'm like,
man,
sorry.
I'm adding the foot to my inventory, guys.
He starts burping again. He's like, that felt
Wait,
good.
Corey. Does this guy any jewelry?
I don't know. Does anyone have like
No.
the mending
No more?
spell?
No.
Can somebody mend the foot?
Actually,
I got some rope.
I can. My druid ability. I have a natural
Hey,
cantrip that can
whoever,
put things together.
Corey, Whoever constructed Greg, just have them come in.
Well, no, I have a natural druid ability that it's a cantrip that allows me to put like things that like normally it's just normal cloth and stuff, but if it's
Is it mending?
toes, yeah,
Is it mending?
yeah.
You can put it together, but because there's no life in it, you can't put like the nerves together. So basically, you can magically
I could just
stitch this.
stitch it.
You
That's
can
all
put
I
this.
want.
You can put the skin together, but not the bones.
I promised
Okay.
that I would return the foot.
Well, that's fine.
I can
I
clean
put
the foot.
I attach the
And
skin.
now the only
but just
reason
be careful with it.
the
'cause
only
it's,
reason you
know.
can do this though is because it is a dead foot. It is not. If this was a live foot, you could not move the skin.
Yeah.
It's an undead foot. That
No.
What's it
attacks
look
us.
like?
Because
Is it
the
like-
foot because the foot is dead and it's just like an object now. I'm gonna let you like connect the skin.
Okay.
But normally you couldn't do that with.
I would figure. Yeah.
There's a lot of controversy about that though. Believe it or not, with the new artificer class.
Okay.
I'm really happy right now.
I can't believe we got the foot. I cannot believe
Right.
we have
Well.
the foot.
I'm. Well, right.
I made a promise. I'm living up to it.
Well, we can't. I don't know if we're gonna get anything else here. I really don't. But we haven't really. It's just the kids aren't affected. I really don't know why.
I
But
say-
you also have magic, Pippi. I sense something.
So you
in
said that to him?
Yeah.
He said, "Well, he's like, well, the magic, the magic." He puts his hand quotes up, kind of like in a way where he doesn't really believe in magic. Like he's like the magic. He's like, it only affects adults. It doesn't affect kids and stupid people.
Huh?
The magic doesn't affect stupid people.
Oh, that's why.
I have a question for Pippi.
He's like, he points at Roloro and he's like, prime example.
I have a question for Pippi. About how long ago did this happen?
He's like, well, my parents abandoned me about a month ago.
So yeah. So the
About a
king
month and
about
4.
his-
He's like he kind of like lifts up the side of the bed, right? And he's like a month and 4 days.
Oh,
Okay.
he has the.
Okay, so his timeline
The
lines
tally
up.
is
Yeah.
yeah.
So
It
it
lines
might
up-
actually might not be the king.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
he's
So
telling the
what
truth.
happened with the? This is interesting. Thank you, Pippi.
We should go check
I
out.
say V's looking for you.
Pippi burps too.
Was V
tell-
looking for
Does a toe fall out?
Oh right, we need. We're here to. V.
Yeah, she was like,
Yeah, she told us to find the guy.
Okay.
Guy.
Pippi.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, didn't she say that you could keep the hat as long as you,
You bring
found
Pippi.
yeah.
bring Pippi back?
But I don't know what she wants to do with Pippi, and I like Pippi.
Bag him.
We could have to ask.
Yeah.
We like them
All right,
both. They
yeah.
could be. I mean,
No, she said
V
she
has
did-
fed the toad.
Crank.
Now, real quick.
That's
Now, real
true.
quick. I did tell you that V said she didn't know anything about him, right?
Yeah.
Like when you
Yeah.
asked her, she didn't know anything.
But
like,
she did feed his
she
toad.
She didn't have any useful information for you guys, right?
Right.
But
Good.
she wanted.
Good. I want to make sure that I still held true to that.
Yeah.
Now, yeah.
That's why I'm kind of like unsure right now. So I'll ask him. Like, do you know V at all?
He's like, yeah.
I say she's looking for you.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
What?
That she's looking for you.
He's like, it depends. You see, V. He looks at her. He's like, V wasn't affected by this whole. Puts his hands up again. He's like, magic thing. He was like, but my aunt, she's had the memory of a goldfish forever.
Okay.
She's
your aunt?
aunt.
Oh.
So you know her before her memory went?
He's like, yeah, but not like blood relation or anything. He's like, she's a human.
That's very true.
You're right.
Would you be willing to come
he's like
back with us?
anti-marriage.
Nah.
But it's, again, he's like cheeky, ha, but a voice. But he's like, you can clearly tell that he's like, he's really tired.
Yeah.
But he's like,
Would you be willing to come back with us? We feel that she could help us, but I feel like she needs to talk to you.
he's like, yeah, not a problem.
All right. Cool.
He kind of, he's like, just 1 second. He goes over to the door that Coraline went to, knocks on it. She comes out and stuff, and he kind of lets her know that she's in charge while he's gone.
All right, cool.
Oh, okay.
I say, welcome to the army of Cruven, to all the children.
He means this in a way of camaraderie.
One of the kids who's like, he's fairly pudgy, right? He's kind of chubby and stuff. He's really short, you know, because they're all short. And halflings and dwarves. Yeah, he just kind of like has this really like big like dumb grin on his face, and he just starts clapping like
What's his
crazily. He clearly looks like he's the youngest of the bunch. He is like everybody there, they're children. Pippi seems to be somewhat of the oldest.
Yes.
Also just the
I
natural
look to you
leader.
and I say, round one, what is your name?
Fat boy.
All right, he is a.
Who do you go by?
He is also a halfling, and his name is Pannon.
Pannon the Excited.
Oh, okay.
He starts clapping more.
He goes. Someone comes out and they're like, actually, it's Pannon the Pudgy.
That's okay.
Excited
And then
Pudgy.
Pannon kind of looks at his feet and frowns like.
I say, no, that's a compliment.
And then he looks back up
At
and
least
he's
you
like.
don't star.
He looks back up and he's like.
You are in good
wonderful.
health.
They're like, you're right. He eats all the food. And then he looks back down again.
Stop
Someone's got to. You can't. Food goes bad after a while. He looks back up.
He starts clapping again.
All right, let's head out to V then and bring
Corey,
Pippi.
Cruven is now Pannon's new role model.
Yes.
Now you are everything he aspires to be.
Hey, you got someone that likes you now.
He starts wearing hats and like he takes carrots and put them like on his bottom teeth like they're tusks.
Well, you just added 100 children to your army. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Well, one in particular.
Yes, dude.
What's your army
It was
comprised of? Children.
children and one man
And a magical elf.
who eats
And
stuff.
an incredibly smart,
Intelligent.
intelligent elf with a
Brilliant.
stomach made of iron.
I'll let you believe.
Don't
what you
forget about
wish to
Bronar.
believe.
And Pronar the Wise.
Yeah, do you have
What
Bronar?
was it?
Do you have
And we have
Bronar
his
in there?
foot.
I haven't I was wanted to wait until I brought him his foot back.
Oh,
Leverage
okay.
man.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
What,
Right, so-
Pronar the Wise, what was it?
The whole like.
Questioner of none? What was it?
So in other words, it was like Bronar was kind of like. It's kind of like the equivalent of like bring her mom flowers type thing. you need to smooth them over before you bring
his
like
foot.
before you bring the wedding ring home. You know.
Yes.
Okay.
All right, are we going to V's?
All right, yeah, let's head to V's.
Go.
On our way.
Pippi kind of skips alongside Crank, and then just eventually his skips start getting higher and higher, and then he bounces on top of Crank.
Nice.
That's cute.
Okay,
Nice little show right there. You're welcome.
we're heading to V's.
Cool image.
I say, do you have a way to get to V's without traveling with us so that nobody stops you? You know what I mean?
He's
Am I being
like,
too confused
he
right
said,
now?
he's like, I can just meet you there, and I can go by roof.
That's good, but don't go inside until we're there, because she's forgetful.
We just want to make sure you're okay.
He's like, yeah, I know my aunt's forgetful.
Yeah.
Idiot.
Idiot.
We all just look at each other and just go, idiot.
Now, for those of you who don't know, that whole idiot thing, that inspiration came from one of my co-hosts on my show, Dead Air, that's on Wednesdays from 5 to 7. Tune in. And I stole that from him. He says that every once in a while he'll look at you and a joking and go, idiot. So, thought it'd fit.
Okay. So let's stop at the house on our way there.
All right.
Drop
Well,
my,
the house is all the way on. No, the house
It's
is
really
actually on that
close.
side, so we're fine. Yeah. Because it's on the way.
Okay.
Let's walk on through.
So,
With
yep.
my new buddy, Rololo.
Rolo.
Ryan.
Ryan.
See?
Rollo puts his hands behind his back, right? And is trying to kind of like bite at the, like the stuff hanging out of Steve's pockets, like trying to get it, But every time
We have food. We have food in the house.
We need to get a spray
Man,
bottle.
control your mans.
We need to get a spray bottle. That off.
Your time will come.
every time you swing at him, he hisses at you. Okay.
What, even me? I mean, I'm the leader of the, I'm his commander.
Every time you even make eye contact with him, he salutes you.
Oh, that's wonderful.
But the moment you
Let's
look away, he tries to bite Steve again.
Listen, you got problems.
Get your mans out of here. Okay, so you guys make it back to V's?
We're at the house
go to the
first.
house first.
Yes.
Oh, you're going to the house first?
Because it's on the way, so.
Well, I have to return Bronar's foot.
The house is on the way. Our house is here,
Yeah.
then it's right there.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so,
I have to return this foot.
Yes.
and can we
And-
drop
and-
Rolo at the house?
Rololo.
We'll see.
Rololo.
I like him.
Okay.
Oh, because you want to go drop the foot off, don't you? Is that what's going on?
That's what's going on.
Okay, I was like, why are you guys going back to
Okay,
the
are
house?
we at the house?
Yes.
Well,
No. Yes, you're back at the house.
Oh, we're just back at the house. That's fantastic.
Is everything back?
Ronar.
No need to be impatient. Yeah, you're back.
Is everything back
we
to
walk
normal?
in.
Or is
I
all the
say-
stuff still gone?
It's still gone.
It's still gone.
I say,
till like the next
Tormus, mission report. What's been going on since we've been gone?
He's like, your friend here points at Bronar sitting in a wheelbarrow, just surrounded by like glass jars. He's like, he started demanding milk. He just wanted milk. He's like, so yeah, he drank all your milk.
That's okay.
Tormus puts a lot of emphasis on the K in milk. Milk.
Well, at least he doesn't say milk.
Bronar's like, I'm lactose intolerant.
Once you get, the further you get toward Bronar, the more the odor starts to sink in, and because he's farting. Farts, funny jokes. Anyways, so anyways, but all of a sudden, from that smell that's spreading throughout your house, all of a sudden, Roloro just starts smelling the air. He freezes, right? Because he comes in after you guys. He starts smelling, right? And then he slowly gets closer, right? His eyes are closed. He opens his eyes, and he sees Bronar, and he lights up, and he jumps on the wheelbarrow and hugs him. And then
Did I just like create the C3PO and R2D2 of this game?
Yeah.
and then Bronar just starts punching him in the stomach, and he's like, "Hey, buddy!" And he starts punching him, right? And then Roloro just has this big, Roloro has this big smile on his face, right? And then he starts throwing up more gems onto Bronar's face.
Goodness.
Just gems and gold.
I grab him. I take it all.
Okay.
This army is getting better and better by the minute.
What is this story
More-
with him throwing up
But 2
fools?
times next to your miscellaneous
eats them.
gems.
He eats.
Tonight on My Strange Addiction.
Yeah.
Wait, you said gold too, though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you get another gold ring.
So I look at
There we go.
Bronar
We have somebody that'll
Okay,
just give us gold
okay.
all the time.
and I say, Bronar the Wise.
Oh God.
He looks at you, right? He turns, he slaps Roloro in the face. As he turns, he's like, "What?"
No, I'm like, Bronar the Wise. Like, what's his full title that he was saying back at the bar?
Oh, it's been so long. It's been like 2 weeks. I can't even remember off the top of my head.
We'll just do that for now to keep it short.
Yeah,
Simple.
just say it.
Just Bronar the Wise.
He's like, defeater of all, questioner to none.
Oh, okay.
And I said, I have returned your foot.
And it's like this really disgusting, like stitched together.
And it's the
foot.
wrong foot. It's a goblin foot. I'm like, oh, no, different. Your foot.
So I do believe I said it was his right foot that was missing. Correct?
I don't know.
It was
I
his,
believe so.
I believe it was his right foot that was missing. This is another left foot, and he's like, "You found it!"
It's got 2 left feet.
Literally. He's like, "You found it!" He grabs it, right? And he starts smelling the toes, and he's like, he smells the big one, and he's like, "Where's my ring?"
Wow.
He looks at Cowgirl, he's like, "Where's my ring?" He leans in, almost falling out of his wheelbarrow. "Where's my ring? Where's my ring?"
I don't know. My family just got killed. Don't yell at me.
He goes, "Where's my ring?"
Well, I think it got digested.
He falls out of
I don't remember seeing it.
he falls out of the wheelbarrow, and as he hits the ground, he just lets out another loud fart.
And then he forgets about the ring.
No,
I
he wants
like-
his ring back, right? And Roloro hears this. He kind of gets out of the wheelbarrow. The wheelbarrow falls over. All the glass falls to the ground and breaks because he's clumsy. He walks over to Steve and he starts poking him with his nose. Brono's like, "Give me back my ring. Give it back.
Wow.
Give it back."
I throw it on the ground. I'm like, take it.
Yeah, it's one of the many things
Roloro
will
jumps
throw
on
up.
top of it, face first into the ground.
No,
bites
is he
it,
gonna eat it?
and eats it again.
No, we just got that
I burp
back.
him.
Huh?
I burp Rowan.
Yeah, I burp him too.
Okay.
Are we all gonna burp?
Oh, that was the opposite of natural 20.
Okay, so as you guys are burping him,
I hit a 16.
all right, as you guys,
Where's elf handling? Let's see it on.
all right, 16. Okay, as
Boy,
you
plus my
are,
strength.
as you're burping him, you hear a very satisfying crunch, some grinding, and then all of a sudden you hear like almost like a factory happening inside of this man, and then you just hear, and then just the ring shoots out full speed, and it hits Bronar in the face, right? And Bronar kind of like catches it in his mouth and eats it too.
Oh, well,
Well, he's got it back.
Both fired.
He's got it back.
All right.
I can't take these people with me. They're not army material.
This is C-3PO and R2-D2.
I was kind of going for a nice little like teammate type duo right there, like a nice little duo of weirdos.
All right.
Well,
Well,
they're odd. Okay.
you have your
Are
first.
they?
You have your
I didn't
ring.
notice.
I'd say, well, welcome to the army, Bronar, the wise. Man of no questions. Bronar, the wise and lopsided.
Like I said, I'll get the full name for you later. I can't remember off the top of my head. It's been way too long.
Really excited to see Bronar now.
You see, if we wouldn't have changed his name to Bronar, I probably would have remembered Corey.
No, don't believe you. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So
Is
we're
Ormus part of my army? Like, have we talked about that yet?
No.
I don't.
You know what? Rolo's growing on me. You know, he's like a bank.
yeah.
I just
Where's
like punch
Thadrum?
him and he.
Can we get Thadrum get on this? Can we get Thadrum down here in this freak show?
Yeah, because you guys left. Did you guys?
Yeah, we
Thadrum?
left Thadrum.
Yeah, like
there.
you left
He was
Thadrum.
staying
He was-
with Bronar because him and Bronar were good friends.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were. He was
Where'd he-
curled up in
where'd Thadrum
Steve's
go?
bed.
I yell him. I'm
you
like,
know.
Thadrum!
Yeah. Thadrum comes.
Where my boy at?
Thadrum kind of comes walking out of the bathroom, you know, with a towel around his waist, and he snaps at you. He snaps at you and winks, and then he walks back to your guys' room.
Oh, I think
Like,
that's
that's my
very
guy.
suggestive.
No, we're just bros.
It's just boys being boys.
I will understand.
It's just bros being
Just
bros.
guys being dudes. What's better than this? Just a couple guys being dudes.
I mean, Kelwin kind of looked at
I'm
each other
taking
just
that.
like,
That's a great.
All right. So are we all like going to head to V's now and meet up with?
You know what I just noticed?
Yeah.
We are surrounded by men.
We are.
right.
Where are all the women?
I don't know. Well,
What are you
Corline's
trying
part
to
of
say
my
about
army now.
V?
Oh,
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, no, V. But yeah, but in the household, we're the only girls.
All right, and with that, we are actually going to be wrapping up our show
That's the
because
cliffhanger.
That's the
Dun,
cliffhanger.
dun.
Where's the women?
where
Where are the women?
where the women's at?
In the
You look
boys'
around,
room.
and Abraham Lincoln is a man.
all right. Well, thank you so much for listening to DJs and Dragons.
Wait, do we level up yet? Have we leveled up yet?
Huh?
Have we leveled up yet?
Level up? Yeah, you're leveling up after today. I didn't already say that? Okay.
No.
You're all leveling up. Yeah!
After
Woo!
10 hours of gameplay.
10 hours?
Level 2.
Yeah.
Level 2! Level 2!
It's been 10 hours of gameplay.
You get a level! You get a look under your chair, you get a level!
I get animal transformation.
By the way, Corey, how's our levels? Okay.
All right. Well, thank you so much.
Do I get
listening
acid
to
breath yet?
DJs and Dragons on 89.1
We'll see.
WPHS Warren Sterling Heights, the Exile Radio, and we all just leveled up. Hooray! We're all gonna go celebrate by going home and going to bed, as you should too.
Getting pizza is what I'm gonna do.
Oh, that sounds
I
good.
need some food.
I'm thirsty, so.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks so much for listening.
Tune in next Thursday.
Cool. All right. I'm going home.